Hello, I'm Walter Wick, and welcome to my studio. I was always tinkering as a little kid, and I was drawing and tinkering and experimenting and that kind of thing. So I was always just busy with my hand. I was not an avid reader. I was a very reluctant reader. I would look through the Sears and Roebuck catalog, which was like a giant I Spy book, when you think about it, and wish that I would have things that I really couldn't afford. And I would make something that would make up for that. I would make a coaster, out of spare parts, skateboards out of old roller skates. I made stilts, a unicycle out of my sister's tricycle. I made a pogo stick. But not all the projects I did were successful. That's important. Part of childhood is learning how to fail and still having the courage to go on and try another thing. Toyland Express very much speaks to the way I played as a child. I wanted to get back to the colorful toys and be able to use more of the thousands of objects I have in my storage cabinet. So I thought a great title would be the Toyland Express. We actually had to make the train from scratch because we needed multiple copies. We needed unpainted versions, we needed painted versions, we needed aged versions, and we needed versions that had all the different variations that tell the story. I decided it would be the life of a train from the time it was born in the factory to the time it goes to the attic. It actually has a life beyond the attic. It's sold at a yard sale and then is bought by another kid as a used toy and fixed up and played with again. I always say that the pictures come first because the rhymes describe the least obvious things in the picture. They describe the things that are hidden. And you can't look at a rhyme of hidden objects and get inspired by how to build a scene around that because they're the least obvious things in the picture. I probably get the most letters about Seymour. This boy made a book called Woody Meets Seymour and Walter Wick, and he made it an easy-to-read book, which was nice for me. They're so intrigued by Seymour. He's not named in the big Can You See What I See books, except that he hides in all the photos of every book, but his name only appears once in each book. I sometimes think of the game as like this benign Trojan horse. It's this attraction that children love to play. But I deliver with that this hidden story or these incredible environments that I'm inspired to try to emulate. And I have to make that comprehensible to my young readers. And it just seems like no matter how much complexity I throw at them, they're ready for it. And that's what I love about them.